Meena Shah, are you there with us?
Yes, I am.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you hear?
Would you please answer this question for me?
Yes. So Siddhas are greater because they have destroyed all 8 karmas.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. So yes, she's answered it very correctly. Who is greater, Arhantas or Siddhas? So the answer is Siddhas are greater than Arhantas. Now the question is, why are Arhantas bowed before Siddhas? Whosoever is great should be bowed first. But okay, so, Adi is answering the question for me. Okay, great. Let's see.
You know,
Yes. Oh,
they are.
sorry, Darshi. Yes, please. Would you like to answer the question?
Yeah.
Please.
Um, Arihantas are bowed before Siddhas because they.
Because they. Okay, I'll ask Adi first, and then I'll come back to you. Thank you, Darshi.
Arianta
Yes.
bowed before Siddhas because Ariantas are closer and they spread knowledge, give knowledge.
Great. Great. Thank you very much. Basically, it's all about our objective. Our objective is reach to salvation, and in all the ways, Siddhas can only be an epitome for us to receive salvation. They can never tell us the way to salvation. So Arhantas are bowed before Siddhas because they tell us the actual path to salvation, the way they have attained salvation, and the way we can attain salvation. The best part about Arhantas that I feel like is, they can answer all the questions in the world. Whatever question comes to you, they can answer. Uh, so, in case if you ask them, what are they enjoying right now? So, they will answer it that they are enjoying the complete real happiness that anybody can attain. But with that, if you ask them that, what were you 5 births before? So they might answer you that I was in Nigod, or I was in Tiryansh Gati, I was in Narak Gati, or anywhere else. So what is the best part of being an Arhant is you needn't worry about whatever is happening with you. It's just a piece of information. Whichever state you are in, it's just a piece of information, nothing more than that. We only create unhappinesses, and we create happinesses by removing those unhappinesses. But basically, that's not the basic agenda. The basic agenda is to understand what is the basic root cause of the misery and how can we remove it. And this could be understood by the words, the grace of Arhanta. And this is why we bow Arhantas before Siddhas. The answer which I am giving to you is written in Panchastikaya Sangraha. I hope there are elders as well. So you can visit Panchastikaya Sangraha for this particular answer. Why Arhantas are bowed before Siddhas? And there's another one very good question. Why do we consider Arhant, Siddh, Acharya, Upadhyay, Sadhu, all the three of them in Sadhu? This is also being answered there by Jaisen Acharya. So you'll enjoy that in case if you read it like that. Okay. So any questions by far? Darshi, any questions? No, I don't think so.
I just joined. No. What were you telling? I just joined.
Yes, is it Aran?
Yes.
Okay. Aran, we are basically understanding Namokar mantra. And in Namokar mantra, we had understood 5 Parmeshtis. So those 5 positions to whom we bow, we are talking about them. Some important observations that we can see, in the overall Namokar mantra. Okay. Okay. Let's move on. Yeah. So the fourth question we have is, what do we want to become? So as we said, Arhantas tell us the actual path to salvation. So the question is, what do we want to become? Can somebody answer this question? Oh yeah, people are there to answer. Yes, Sachi?
We want to become Siddh Bhagwan.
Are you sure you want to become Siddha Bhagwan?
Hmm.
Okay. Aran, we are basically understanding Namokar mantra. And in Namokar mantra, we had understood 5 Parmeshtis. So those 5 positions to whom we bow, we are talking about them. Some important observations that we can see, in the overall Namokar mantra. Okay. Yeah, okay. No problem with the answer. Why? Because we all want happiness and they have real, actual, and complete happiness, and hence we all want to become Siddhas. So your answer is completely correct, my dear. No, nothing to worry. Thank you. So what do we want to become? So we all want happiness. So whatever can help us gain that ultimate, unstoppable, unchanging, and without any interference, whatever happiness we get, we all are looking for that happiness, and that happiness, that complete happiness, has been attained by siddhas. So our basic motive is to become a siddha. Yes, Janav?
Yeah, I was just checking for the next question.
Okay, no problem. Adi, do you have a question or something, or you want to help me with the answers?
I was going to help you with the answer.
Okay, so what is the next question? What do we become before Siddha? What do we become before Siddha?
Arihant,
And before Arhant? That's a tricky question.
Acharya.
Ah, you got it. You got it wrong. I mean, you actually got confused. But I don't know whether you got confused or something or not. See, sadhu is the only place which can help you attain arhanta. Acharya and Upadhyaya, these are basically, such stages wherein administration also takes place. The Acharya or the principal of the school has to take care of the administration. The Upadhyaya as a teacher, has to take care of the studies. So because of these, they unless and until they quit these positions and come to the sadhu position, they cannot attain arhanta or siddha or anything. So hence, before Arhanta, it is Sadhu, and before Sadhu, it's maybe Upadhyay, maybe not, and before that, maybe Acharya, maybe not, and everybody else is Sadhu. So in Sadhu, we consider all the three of them, Acharya, Upadhyay, and Sadhu. So that way, the basic three entities which are always going to be there are Siddha, Arhanta, and Sadhu. So these three, what do we become before Siddha? So the answer is Arhanta. Thank you very much, Adi. What's the ladder to Siddha? So yeah, I actually, spilled the beans, but I'd still like somebody to answer this question for me. Yes, Riz, would you please answer this question? Riz, are you there with us? Okay, no. Yeah. Vanshi, are you there with us?
Yeah.
Yeah, would you please answer this question? What is the ladder to Siddha? Okay, no problem at all. Okay, let's see. What's the ladder? Okay, somebody also wants to answer. Okay, let's go to Vinci. Yes, Vinci.
So the ladder to Sid Bhagwan is you start off with Sadhu Parmeshti, and then you go to Upadhyaya Parmeshti, and then Acharya Parmeshti, and Arihant Parmeshti, and then you become Siddha.
Oh, come on, you missed it again. Okay, I'll say it again. No problem. Thank you for the answer. But still, listen to this point very carefully, everybody. Yeah, the point is, let's start from us, wherever we are. Let's start from there. So what is the ladder to Siddha from whatever situation I am right now? So wherever I am right now, the first thing is to understand these 5 Parmeshtis and understand who I am. This both, when clubbed together, this is called as Samyak Darshan or Samyak Gyan and Samyak Gyan. Samyak Darshan, Samyak Gyan, and then, the situation starts that we, leaving and, restraining ourselves with all the bad things around us. So with wearing clothes, living inside the house, we come to the second stage of spiritual ladder, which is called as fifth gunasthan, which is, a better stage than whatever we are right now. Then after this, it becomes the sadhu. After sadhu, you might become acharya, you might become upadhyaya, but after upadhyaya and acharya, you again have to become sadhu. To become arhanta, it is mandatory that you become sadhu first. Once you are a sadhu, then you can be an arhanta, and after arhanta, siddha. So this is how, that complete ladder works, as we have seen. No, not after arhant. You see, whenever you have reached to a ladder of a particular state, you can't come back. So it's like that. Arhant, acharya, upadhyayas are not basically a part of the ladder. It's the sadhu pana in them. It's the sadhu orientation in them, which helps them to reach to arhant, and then from arhant to siddha. So after becoming arhant, there's no coming back. After becoming siddha, there's no coming back. So that way, this can be understood. Okay, let's move on. And we have understood these 5 parmeshthis in a better way. Now, understanding them, the basic division of acharya of these, so basic division of all these 5 positions is Dev and Guru. Dev and Guru. Dev is nothing but the gods. Guru is nothing but the monks. So Dev considers 2, with body and without body. The ones with body are called as arhantas, and the ones without body are called as siddhas. So this way we have 2 types of gods, and then 3 types of gurus. The one who are leaders amongst monks are acharyas, who are teachers among monks are upadhyayas, and who are just students or those who are understanding things are called as sadhu. Okay, I saw a hand. Okay, no problem. Yes, Vincy, do you have a question?
No, I just forgot to lower my hand from before.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so this way 2 Dev and 3 Guru. 2 Dev, 2 gods, Arhanta and Siddha, and 3 Guru, that means Acharya, Upadhyaya and Sadhu. So that way, all of these. Now, what's the purpose of knowing them? What's the basic reason why we are all so desperate in understanding these? Is one who knows them and treats the path shown by them definitely attains real happiness. So it all starts from happiness. We all have, a taste or a pick of, temporary happiness, or the happiness which is oriented on outside things, on outer things, or the one that is temporary in nature, the one which will fade away in some moment of time, and which is sensory in nature. So this particular, we have taken the taste of this happiness, but we're talking about something which is beyond this happiness. Beyond this happiness is, there are 4 ways to understand it. One, which never ends. Second, which is not sensory. The third, which doesn't require others to fulfill it. And the fourth and the last one is, which is complete, which is, actual, which is not, virtual, it's real in nature. So 4 adjectives are considered in real happiness. First one is real. Second one is not dependent. Third one is, which means independent. The third one is not temporary, which means eternal. And the last one is, I forgot. Which doesn't depend on others. I think I said it. Okay, yeah, these 4 basic things, if these categories are fulfilled, it can be called as real happiness, which can really not be attained unless Arhanta and Siddha are the situations we have attained. So there is a very famous praise to Namokar mantra. Why this Namokar mantra is praised? So the reason for that praise is, I'd like all of you to recite it with me. एसो पंच नमो यारो सब पावपणासनो मंगलाणं च सवेसिं पढ़मं हो हि मंगलम पढ़मं हो हि मंगलम. So Eso Panch Namo Yaro, this line means this Panch Namaskar mantra or this Namokar mantra, Sav Pava Pranashano. It removes all the sins of the world. Mangalanam cha Savvesim Padhamam Hohi Mangalam. Mangalanam cha Savvesim. Savvesim means all. Mangalanam, that means Mangal. So in all the Mangal, Padhamam Hoi Mangalam. Padhamam means the first one. Hohi Mangalam means it is a Mangal also. So what does this mean completely is this Panch Namaskar mantra or Namokar mantra destroys all sins, and among all the Mangals of the world, it's the foremost Mangal. Okay, 4 points. First, this Namokar mantra destroys all sins. Amongst all Mangals, it's the foremost Mangal. Okay, all the 4 meanings are clear. All the 4 lines, or all the 4 different lines of the verse are clear. Okay. Now the only question that we know, you all know what is a sin, right? Can somebody tell me a sin? Can somebody just quickly tell me a sin? Yes, Aran.
So a sin is like pap, like you lied or you steal something or you do violence.
Great, that's wonderful. You are an intelligent man, I see. Great. So thank you. So these are all sins, generally considered as sins. And there's no sin which is not considered in them. In some or the other way, all the sins of the world are basically, covered in these 5 sins. Okay. Next is, what is Mangal? Yeah, Janav, I have purposely, stopped. Anybody can unmute themselves. If you want to say something, I just unmute you. Yeah, go ahead.
So you know the Panch Parmeshti, like Eso Panch Namo Yaro. Is it part of the Namokar mantra, or is it something else?
No, it is not a part of Namokar mantra. It's just a praise to Namokar mantra written in a very separate book after varied centuries. So Namokar mantra was written in the 1st century, and Eso Panch Namo Yaro was written far after after this particular Namokar mantra. So it's not clubbed together. It's just an added information about Namokar mantra.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, let's move on. Mangal. Mangal is explained in 2 ways. It's a Sanskrit word. So it is basically divided into 2. Mang plus Gal. Gal, I think if you know a little Hindi, Gal means Gal jana. Like, our skin in a lot of water, our skin basically tries to streed, or it tries to, woggle up a little. So this is called, destroying. The skin gets destroyed. So the same way, Mang means sins and Gala means destroys. And the one that destroys it is called as a sin destroyer, and which is a Mangal. So all these 5 Parmeshtis are Mangal. The religion that we own to is Mangal. The scriptures that we study are Mangal. So in this way, all of these things are called as Mangal. The second meaning to Mangal is Mangala. Mangala. So you might have heard this word also in Hindi. La, lekar a. This way we use it. So la means to give, to provide. So the one who provides happiness, the one who gives happiness is called as, Mangal. So all these 5 parmeshtis, the religion, the scriptures, they all give us happiness, and this way these are all considered as Mangal. I'd request the organizers or the co-hosts to please tell me when to stop. I might forget, because as we had that 40-minute thing, I knew that when is it going to end. So please in the chat remind me whenever to stop. So this way, this is called as Mangal. Mangal is sin's destroyer or happiness giver. So one which destroys sins. So my question is to you, how can it be a sin destroyer? So like we, in Hindu mythology, it is considered that if you bathe in the waters of Ganga, all your sins will be destroyed. So is it like this, that we can do sins and we can recite Namokar mantra and the sins will go away? Is this what we are trying to say, that it destroys sins, or is there any other hidden meaning for it? I'd like people to answer this question. It's an important question. I'll again say the question. The question is, we say that Mangal destroys sins. So it's best to, do wrong deeds and then recite Namokar mantra. Or best is, while you are doing something wrong, it's better to recite Namokar mantra at the same time. So it will, help you to destroy the sin simultaneously, and you will not have any sins, and you'll have, complete happiness. So what's the basic, answer to this question? Okay, let's have it from Adi first. Yes, Adi.
I just kept my hand up because you have to finish in 7 minutes.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So, yeah, Kapil ji has answered a good question to me. Thank you, Kapil. It shows way or path to destroy sins. So Namokar mantra helps us to, to have a path to destroy sins. So that way it's a wonderful answer. So yes, that's a very correct answer. But there are other hidden things in it also. So let's have a look over what Aran has to say. Oh.
Like it has a hidden meaning, which is that all your sins can be destroyed, but only when you focus on your atma and do it. Like when you just do a sin and then you just say Namokar mantra, it won't just go away. You have to recite it. You can recite it anywhere and your sin will go away, but you have to focus on your atma and do it.
Thank you, Aran. That's a very mature answer. Thank you very much. So the basic thing what we are looking for is the moment you are reciting Namokar mantra and thinking about Arhant Siddha Acharya Upadhyay Sadhu, or how they have become Arhant Siddha Acharya Upadhyay Sadhu. So they have become by realizing themselves, and hence you will realize yourself, and hence Pap will be destroyed. So 2 ways Pap can be destroyed. One, by whatever Pap we have collected, we destroy them. And the second one is by not allowing the new Pap to come to us. I'll say it again. 2 ways to look at it. The first one is destroying the collected Pap, and second one is not collecting Pap. So that way both the benefits can be attained while doing this Namokar mantra thing. Reciting Namokar mantra, it helps us to destroy the sins, and it also helps us to give happiness. So both the ways you can see it, for the future aspect and from the current aspect, both the aspects are possible. So with this, we are going to end our class. There are quick facts about Namokar mantra. The first one is, who wrote Namokar mantra? So it is considered that this was written first. It is found written first by Acharya Bhutbali in the scripture called Shatkhandagam. This is the first and the foremost verse in it. So who wrote it? It's Acharya Bhutbali. Where was it written? So I think I've made a small mistake in writing it. So the first part of this answer goes up. Parmeshthis are eternal. So Parmeshthis are actually eternal. Why they are eternal? Because in all the states of time, at some place or the other, all the 5 Parmeshthis will be there. If not in this Pancham Kal, if not in this Pancham Kal, in the 4th Kal. If not in Bharat Kshetra, but in Videhi Kshetra. So in somewhere or the other way, all these 5 Parmeshthis are always available. And if we, take solace of them, we'd be able to attain it. So yes, Jigneshji, please go on.
No, I didn't have a question. Please continue.
Acha nahi, okay, I thought something. Fine. So who wrote it? So the first part is, Parmeshthis are eternal. Hence, nobody has written it. But it was first found written in Acharya Bhutbali, by Acharya Bhutbali. So it is also considered as it is written by Acharya Bhutbali. Yes, Aaron?
In my test for Namokan Mantra, it said that it was written by Acharya Bhutbali and Acharya Bhutbali.
Okay, fine. If you have reached to that point, I'd like to answer that question as well. Thank you, Aaron, for the question. The answer is basically Shatkhandagam is a very wide and big book. So the moment it was started, the first part of it was written. 144 sutras are there in the first part. So amongst 144 sutras, this small section was written by Bhutbali, and the rest of the book was written by Pushpadant. If you might have heard that story, it says that Bhutbali started writing and then it was finished by Pushpadant. So for the beginning part, it was done by Bhutbali. Hence, these words, Namo Arhantanam, Namo Siddhanam, is first written by Bhutbali and not by Pushpadant. But looking at Shatkhandagam, where it is written, so Shatkhandagam is written by Acharya Bhutbali and Pushpadant. So in a very generalistic way, Bhutbali Pushpadant wrote Shatkhandagam, and hence Shatkhandagam has Namokar Mantra. But being very precise into it, Bhutbali was the first person to write it, hence Bhutbali. Okay, Aaron, have I answered your question satisfyingly sufficient? Yeah, thank you. When was it written? So it was written in the 1st century, but this is the 1st century of Vikram Samvat. Vikram Samvat is, the AD that which is going on right now. If you add 57 to it, it will become a Vikram Samvat. Like 2020 is going on. If you add 57 to it, so it will be 2077. So this 2077 is the current year of Vikram Samvat. So 2020 is from the, from this, what is that called? After the death of Jesus Christ. So it's according to Christ's death. So that's the 21st century we are in. And so 2020 it is. If you add 57 to it, it becomes Vikram Samvat. So Vikram Samvat was born, Vikramaditya, the king, was born after 57 years of Jesus Christ. So the 1st century of Vikram Samvat, it was written then. So maybe, give and take 50 years here and there, you will be able to, understand that. Next, which language is it written in? So it is written in Prakrit. Prakrit is considered as the most basic and the foremost language which existed ever. Prakrit, the word means natural in Hindi or in English. So it means natural, which means the first language which came naturally to everybody is called as Prakrit. The first language which came naturally to everybody is called as Prakrit. So this way the language of this Namokar mantra is also Prakrit. Which type of a verse it is? So it is a Gatha. It is a Gatha. A Gatha, what is a Gatha? A Gatha is, it has 4 different sections. The first section has 12 matras. The second section has 15 matras. The third section has again 12 matras, and the last one has 18 matras. This is called as a gatha. And the way we sing it, Namo Arhantanam. So the way we sing, this is because of the gatha. This gatha is called as Arya in Sanskrit. It has 5 positions, Arhan Siddhacharya Upadhyay Sadhu. It has a total number of alphabets or words are 35, and the total number of matras are 58. So I'd give you a small homework. You'll have to count, like, ka, kha, ga, gha. So that way you have to count 35, whether it is 35 or not. And whenever you have matra means a, e, u. So wherever the greater matra is there, like a, e, u, a, then you have to count 2, and if it is single you have to count 1. So that way, if you count it completely, 58 is the basic count. Is a gatha type of story? Oh yeah, gatha is also called a story, but no, it's a type of verse here only, not at all a story. So 5 positions, the total number of alphabets 35, and according to Hindi way of identifying matras, it is 58. I'd like to see how many of you matras can be said as vowels, but not completely. But yes, we do not have any other better option. So yeah, thank you, Sandeep ji. So counting down all the vowels, that way it becomes 58. So akshar and matra. So your homework is you have to find out how it is 35 and how it is 58. If you are able to do, wonderful, and we'll share it with everybody. If not, then I'll do it on my own and then send it to you in the next class. And this is how we conclude. This is how we conclude our class today. I hope you all had a good time. If you have any questions, I'm open for it. Any questions, anybody? Okay.
Just for everyone's information, the next class will be on Friday.
Okay, so maybe we can recite Namokar Mantra once again and finish the class. Okay. I'll unmute everybody. Namo Arhantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Airiyanam, Namo Vajjayanam, Namo Loe Sabsahunam. Jai Jainism, everybody. See you then. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.